Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to film something very exciting. I have a new eyeshadow palette that I want to test and show you guys. This is a product that I've wanted to purchase ever since it came out, but I haven't been able to purchase it because it's a little bit expensive. But now that the brand has like clear pay, I was like, I'm all over that. So today I'm going to be talking about the VE Cosmetics and Cradle of Filth palette collaboration. As soon as I saw this come out, I lost my mind. I'm a very big fan of Cradle of Filth. Like, I've been a fan since I was in college, so when I was about 18 and now I'm 33, you can do the maths. I'm not very good at maths. But yeah, they're one of my favourite black metal bands. They're the first black metal band I ever listened to. My friend had given me one of their albums back in the day and I listened to it and I just fell in love with them, essentially. So VE Cosmetics, they're a brand that I have mentioned before on my channel. I did a video where I won a little competition on their Facebook page and I was gifted some very amazing products, like their eyeshadow palette, the Good Witch product, the green one, absolutely amazing. And they have a ton of products on their website. They are an independent brand, so they're not very big out there, but they do have an amazing big following. And then when they came out with this, I was actually really shocked because I didn't feel like Cradle of Filth were going to be a band that would do a collaboration when it comes to makeup, but I'm not going to complain because I'm very excited. So this is actually the palette itself, but the outside packaging is pretty much the same. So you have the famous emblem and then you have obviously the name of the band. And this is actually called the Deadly Night Shade palette. And yeah, it's a Cradle of Filth and VE Cosmetics collaboration. On the back, you just have a little description just about just them being kind of poetic, because if you don't know much about them, they are a black metal British band. So the lead singer Danny Filth, he's been like the only member that's been consistent throughout the whole time. Essentially, he's a lead singer, he's the creator of the band, and he, I believe, is just running everything essentially. So they're still around today. They came out, I think they started in like the early 90s and still going, like continuously going. I don't think there's been a time when they've actually stopped. So let me show you inside the palette as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this is the palette itself. And I'll show you the mirror. It's really annoying because obviously showing you a mirror. But then let me just put this here, because on the actual palette, it says Malice Through the Looking Glass, which is one of their songs, which is amazing. And then all the eyeshadows here, like, this is an absolutely gorgeous palette. You have some blues, some greens, yellow, orange, purple, red and black. So this is kind of a kind of goth's dream, essentially. This is why I was so excited when this came out, because I was like, the pans are massive as well. And I can only imagine that the colour payoffs are going to be good. I hope. I haven't swatched them yet because I want to kind of do some swatches, but then obviously I want to put them on my eyes because that's the whole point. But yeah, you have names like Dusk. So all these are album titles. So you have Dusk for Dusk and Her Embrace. You have Midian, which is my favourite. You've got Damnation, which is for Damnation and a Day. And then you have Vampire, which is the actual title. And then Amphetamine as well, which is one of their famous songs. But yeah, I'm so excited. So this palette itself is £46. It's a little bit expensive. That's why it took me so long to actually purchase this, because it is expensive. But now they have clear pay. I'm paying in installments, so I'm happy about that. I was actually really happy because I purchased the eyeshadow palette and I purchased a sample of foundation, but they kindly gave me a couple of other things as well. I'm going to use that in a separate video because they don't really fall into what I want to do today. So I'm going to start off on the eyes. So I've got my sellotape, I've got my e.l.f. eye primer, so I'm just going to use that quickly, just because I'm just really excited to use this palette. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to go for today, but once this kind of settles in, the primer, I want to do some swatches. So I have got my sellotape as per usual, and I want to try and do something adventurous today. Knowing me, I will mess it up, but I want to try my best because obviously this palette has been something that I've wanted to try for so long. I'm not going to do a full face on camera. I will do my eyes and then you know, do the rest off camera essentially, because we would be here all day if I this would be a very long video. So, and the main review is for the palette anyway. So while that settles in, let's have some swatches. I just had a shower, so I mean I'm gonna have to like clean this off all over again. So the first shade that I want to go in is Cruelty. So Cruelty and the Beast is, I'm pretty sure that's like one of their biggest albums that everyone knows of. It wasn't their first album, but it was the album that kind of got them really big. So that is kind of like a dark red tone, so that is pretty gorgeous. We're going to go in with Midian next, which is a gorgeous shimmer purple. And Midian, like I mentioned, is my favourite. Oh my god, yeah, it's my favourite Cradle of Filth album. And then one more, I'm going to go in with Damnation, which is a green. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, damn, that's gorgeous. Okay, so, oh my god, I don't know which ones to do today. Of course, I'm going to use them all in like separate times, but I'm just not sure what I want to do today. I actually want to kind of do a green look, so I'm tempted to do this top row because I feel like the top row will be perfect for an actual look. Each row I think is good for a single look, and of course you can mix them up and everything. So I'm actually going to clean my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Cryptorina. I think that's how you say it. I mean, this is an album that I don't really know about. I think it might be one of their more kind of recent albums. I mean, I've kind of not gone off them, but I haven't been listening to a lot of their more recent like their albums, because I don't know, I do really love them as a band. Sorry, I'm just gonna go over this. But I do prefer a lot of their older stuff, and I have seen them live about two times, I think. The first time that I ever went to the Astoria in in London. If anyone knows about the Astoria, of course, old school like music fans will know the Astoria in Tottenham Court Road, which is no longer there, rest in peace. But it was the first time I ever went there. Me and my friends, we had gone after college and we had queued up for like the whole day, and then we got there, and that's when I discovered the band Death Stars as well, who are another one of my favourite bands. They're kind of an industrial metal band, so they're not black metal at all. They're very it's a very weird like gig it was, but I'll put up a picture of myself here, how I dressed that day, because that was one of the first times I wore black lipstick. Because look at me as an 18-year-old, you know, was I 18? I think, yeah, I was definitely 18, and I was in college, and me and my friends had gone there and we just queued up, and it was a great gig. I remember just having an amazing time because I was just so into them at that time. And then I saw them again actually with Behemoth, so that was pretty amazing. I haven't seen them more recently because, well, obviously because of COVID, but in the sense of if they've ever played a certain place in the UK, I know that they played in the Palladium, which is a very kind of big venue in London, but I never went to it, so meh. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Damnation. So that's a gorgeous green here, and I love that album as well. It's one of my favourite albums, Damnation in a Day. It's fantastic. So let's go in with this one. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I should have planned out beforehand what kind of look I was doing, but I'm not very, I'm not good at that. So I'm just going to actually put some of that on the top here to kind of blend. So it's a mixture of the green and blue. But yeah, Cradle of Filth are a very controversial band. A lot of people might not have kind of heard of them as a band like themselves, but they have a lot of controversy behind them. Like they had a very infamous t-shirt that had some very naughty words about Jesus on there, and in the UK, I'm pretty sure it was just UK, or it might have been around the world, but if you were seen wearing that t-shirt, you would get arrested. because it is not a nice it's everyone's favorite C word. So if you can, I mean, if you've heard of it you would know, but if you're not aware, I will put a picture here, but I'll censor it because I don't want to, I'm obviously like a small channel like me, but I just don't want to get in trouble even if I have to put up that word. So far these shades are blending out really nicely. That's come out so gorgeous. But yeah, they've been around for such a long time. Obviously they've toured around the world because they are such a big band, and I just think they're fantastic. Their music videos are insane. Their albums are insane as well. And every time they do a live performance, it's insane because they have a great stage up. They have lots of props and lots of things happening. I'm going to go in with Dusk now, so that's a light blue, and I'm going to put that on the rest of the lid. So I'm hoping there's a great shimmer payoff. But yeah, like I said, I've seen them live twice, and I do hope to see them again. But no, hang on, no, I've seen them more than twice. Why am I lying to myself? I've seen them like 3 times now. So I did see them at the Forum a few years ago when they played with Gorgoroth. If you don't listen to black metal, you'll have no idea who any of these bands are. But that was another amazing gig as well. I was front row for that. I remember, I think I did queue up the whole day for that. That's what I used to do back in the day. Spend basically, if I was working, I would book off a whole day. If I was at college or uni, I mean, I wouldn't bunk off those days, but I'd leave early to get as close as I can to the front of the stage, because that's just me really at gigs. Not anymore because I can't deal with it. But yeah, what I might do actually, because that blue is insanely gorgeous, I'm really tempted to add some of the black, just ever so slightly. Let's get a fluffy brush. So I'm actually going to take some of Darkly, closing that, so just here's the black shimmer, just ever so slightly, just to kind of define the corners. There's not a lot of fallout, which is pretty good, so I'm gonna just take a little bit and just pat it. When I take off the thing, obviously it'll be a defined line, but I don't want it to be so harsh, so I just want to kind of blend it and see how that works. I'm trying to use as many shades as possible. But yeah, if you are a fan, let me know what your favourite album is, how many times you've seen them, and just, yeah, let me know about your favourite song. I don't know if I have a favourite song. It's really difficult because a lot of their early albums just have so many great songs, but I'll have a think and I'll leave a link to some of their videos in the description. But have I messed this up? I haven't messed it up. I'm just trying to make sure that I haven't gone too crazy. So I'm actually just going to keep on blending these so it's not too harsh. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to actually put the rest of my face off camera, and then when I come back I'll have a full face, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my finished look using the new, well, it's been out for a few months actually, the VE Cosmetics and Cradle of Filth collaboration. Everything else that I'm wearing I will leave in the description below. But yeah, let me know what you think of the palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy that I finally picked it up. I will be doing a couple more looks with these coming up very soon. Hopefully I'll be using like the rest of the look, so expect a yellow orange and a kind of purple reddish black look coming soon. But let me know what you think of my look as well. It's a bit kind of, I don't know, a bit different than what I tend to do. Like my green lipstick, I'm absolutely loving by NYX Cosmetics. I love this. But yeah, this is the palette finally. I've purchased it, I've reviewed it, I'm very happy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social media because I'm always active on there. And yeah, hope you're doing well, you're healthy, happy and you're safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.